Hi everyone, Vegas Film Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard here to review Midsommar from director Ari Aster and starring, I'm going to read their names over here, Florence Pugh, Jack Reynor, Will Poulter, and William Jackson. Did you see Hereditary? I mean, I'm telling you, that movie blew me away last year, and that is probably one of the only films that I went and saw twice in the theater. I would never go back to see a movie twice. I'm one of those, I see so many movies as a critic. I wait for either DVD or on demand or whatever, HBO. But there was something about Hereditary that not only freaked me out, but when a friend called up and said, hey, do you want to go see Hereditary? I was like, absolutely. I probably would have seen that 3 or 4 times. And I saw so much going on in that film that I didn't catch before. All the foreshadowing and it's just so many things in there. This movie demands multiple viewings. So I was really excited about Ari Aster's new film, Midsommar, which, by the way, I looked up. And I know we call it Midsummer, but I looked up the Swedish kind of pronunciation, and the D is silent. At least that's what Google says. So it's Midsommar. Am I right? I hope so. I'm calling it Midsommar. It's about this couple, Florence. She plays a character where, she lost her parents, and so she's through suicide, and she's going through a real tough time, and she's real emotional, and the boyfriend is like, freaking out. He wants to be there for her, but then he's like, his friends are like, dump this chick, go on, move on with your life. And they're planning this incredible, his friends are all working on their master's thesis, and they're working on going on this trip to Sweden about this outdoor festival that they do every 90 years or every so often that's in this remote village in Sweden. And of course, the boyfriend invites her along, and they all resent it. But anyway, she ends up coming along on this incredible trip, and they find this Swedish village that's like frozen in time. It's so bizarre because you can just feel the paganism in this in its roots, and you can just feel when the earth was all about rune stones and all those. What's that place in England? Stonehenge. So he's got this whole paganism kind of feel to it, but they're in these beautiful, colors of their costumes and stuff. So it's kind of really deceiving. Here's a horror film that usually when things go bump in the night and and in the pitch midnight of darkness, this thing is in bright, sunny Swedish skies, and where they have their summers where there's very little nighttime, and it's just really kind of creepy that you have this overexposed sunlight, and everything is just bright and open. Everything's out in the open, so it's a really kind of an unnerving kind of setting for the horrific things that are about to happen. Midsommar is a movie that takes its time. Something evil is happening. Something evil is going to, pop out of nowhere or finally start happening, because the movie takes its time with these weird villagers who have, they like stuck in time. They really are. But a lot of the people that recruit, like our friends that showed up to do their master's degree and their thesis thing, is that they're there for a reason, and this movie has massive spoilers, and this is a spoiler-free review. I'm trying to dance around this without saying anything. But while watching this film, you just really feel the uneasiness as the movie goes along, because, and they start figuring out too, it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Where you have these ways that have been for centuries, but you know what? We live in 2019. So, they're really conflicted with it. Okay. But they speak in this banter that is just almost, it's very cultish. It really is. And you just have the hair on the back of your neck stand up. It's really creepy. Of course, I kept thinking of The Wicker Man. I kept thinking of The Ritual, even Blair Witch Project. You've got, if you look at his last film, you've got all these different types of influences going on. So in this film, in Midsommar, I mean, I was totally blown away. It is disturbing. It is, and people in the theater, you heard people gasping. You really did. So Ari Aster has a really great eye. He's going to be around for a long time. He's one of these event directors. I mean, I put him up there with Tarantino because you never know what's going to happen for his next film. So it's creepy. It's unusual. It's just steeped in paganism, so, and I kept thinking, when I was watching the movie, I kept thinking about its commentary on how mankind back then was, before the rise of science, because science is under attack today, so watching this movie, it's about all these paganistic rituals and all of these things that they held on to tradition, regardless of what the brutality of mankind. You can't use logic or science here in this day and age. These people all had regular jobs and all kind of, had this influence of these traditions that they had in this crazy Swedish village. So I kept thinking to myself, wait a minute, how mankind can be duped on something like that. I'm not going to go into some atheistic rant, but I mean, that's what I got out of this movie, is that seeing how religion is now perverting mankind, even in this day of an age of science. So I saw a whole commentary on that. Maybe the director didn't intend that, but I sure did. Kept thinking how religion perverts all of this. Of course, this is a real disturbing movie. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes, so please just give yourself up to the film. Do not just let it unfold because it takes its time. And when it does, with one of the most shocking endings I've seen in a long time for a horror film, I didn't sleep well that night because the images kept going over and over in my head. Can't wait to watch it. And also, I wanted to mention the Florence Pugh from Fighting with My Family. She is just this beautiful blonde. She's really disturbed in the movie. You know, she's going through a tough time, but then also there's just something about her energy that these Swedish cultists really are drawn to. So she's fantastic in this, and also Will Poulter. Everyone is, everyone in this cast is just. I read when they watched it for the first time, they pretty much freaked out because I guess when you're shooting in broad daylight in this field all the time, you really don't understand the horror that's going to happen until you get into the editing room. And also you add the music by the Haxon Cloak. Again, it's just this real disturbing grinding kind of, metal against metal. It's just, this movie is a trip. It really is. So I hope you watch it because it is brilliant. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website, vegasfilmcritic.com. Check me out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, comment below. Did you see Midsommar? Were you messed up just as much as I was? Wasn't it awesome? I just love this movie. I really do. I love the director. I want to meet him. I want to interview him. So make sure you comment below. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard in Las Vegas. Thank you for joining me. Get out and see Midsommar. I'll see you next time.